Yo, what's going on, guys? Going to be showing you an absolutely busted Hecarim jungle build. It's currently his highest win rate build in the game, and that is on your first back to get tier and lucids. And I'll be showing you in our runes here in a moment. After tier and lucids, you want to go for Dustblade because it's cheap, lots of damage. Plus, while you're invisible, you can get off 3 Qs in the mid game because you have so much ability haste. So after tier lucids, Dustblade, you then want Mana Moon Shojun, and you're an absolute 1v9 machine. This build has a 64% win rate and is the second most picked build in the game. We have Phase Rush with Nimbus Celerity Water Walking, Futures Cosmic, double AD, and Armor. We have to start on blue buff because Hecarim is a mana slave. Without mana, he cannot clear. It's also why you get tier on your first back. You can ask for a leash. It's not 100% necessary. It's nice to have, though. It can be kind of awkward, though, if they leash it down to 600 health and then Gromp spawns, because smiting feels weird. Like, depending on what its HP's at. So if they kind of overleash it, gets down to 400 health and you don't want to smite, and then you're farming with 1 ability versus 2. It's just one of those things. Get it with our smite there. You want to try to keep your Q up at all times. Your Q stacks will dictate how your ganks go, how your solo fights go, and how your clears go. So try to keep an eye on it and be cognizant of how many stacks you have at a given point. The more stacks you have, so a maximum of 3, the more damage and the lower cooldown your Q will be. We're going to get a second point in our Q. Now our Q does more damage than our auto attacks. A level 1 Q is actually weaker than an auto attack. Luckily, they don't actually cancel your autos, so it's kind of nice. It's just to give you some framework of how much damage your Q actually does. I'm going to pull this towards the bush. Your worst matchups on Hecarim are really champions who try to fight you in your jungle, since Hecarim is a weak soloist. It's not really his forte to deal with that. I'm just going to smite this and leave. I don't want to have to fight Elise. I think she's in my jungle right now, potentially. She did a 3-camp clear into an invade. Alright, she's not in that bush. That's good to know. She's going to be very disappointed because we cleared fast. With Cosmic, you get your smite up sooner. And obviously the futures market we have for tempo. Futures market's pretty important for getting tier. Lucid's first recall. Without it, it can be somewhat inconsistent. We'll see what's up over here. She hasn't actually taken her blue buff yet, which is kind of weird. I think I can actually kill her here. Yeah, I'll push her away from that. Yep, she has smite. That's fine. I have a level advantage, and she also blew some abilities on that. I'm on Ghost, so she's dead. I don't think she has Flash. We get her with Q, walk her down. I really didn't want Draven to get it. It's fine, though. Me getting the gold is a lot more valuable as the jungler. Even though Draven does get bonus gold, he doesn't have that many adoration stacks yet, so relatively low value. Alright, cool. We get her blue buff. I had the level advantage on Elise, so it was an easy fight. Like I said, she was also on cooldowns, and I believe she'd burned Flash for the Fizz a moment before. We can damage Zed without committing with E. Your E is a dash, and it can even go over walls if you can see the enemy. I obviously didn't want to dash into his turret, so we just hit him with a QW, trying to get some prio. I want to stack up my Q here if possible. Auto attack Q, smite it out. Oh, that was actually a great stun by her. Didn't really do anything, though. I have 2 stacks of my Q. Now I'm at 3. I Q'd right before it was about to start falling off. And now I can look for a recall, get tier and lucids quite comfortably on my first back, which is pretty nice. I actually don't even have to back here because I have blue buff still. So I can stay on the map without even really needing tier here. There's no point of ganking top right now. Elise is in the area. She has more items than me since she reset from her death. Hecarim's all about tempo. You have fast clear, so every time you die, you essentially miss out on farming 4 or 5 camps. It's a huge deal to die on Hecarim. He's an 80 Evelyn, really. Full clear gank, full clear gank, full clear gank. The only time you'll do invades on the enemy jungler to kill them in your first clear or pre-6 is if you take Ignite. That is a different playstyle and a very high risk playstyle. For example, with our E, if we had vision, we could go over this wall on Krugs. Save ourselves some time. While you're on your E, you can still use any of your abilities. You can use Smite, your Sums, Q, W, R while you're on your E. So if you need that full 4 seconds of movement speed, don't use the auto attack too soon, because once you auto, you lose the movement speed from it. I get my phase rush, I can disengage here if I so choose. Milo's a broken champion. I need to start banning him again. I thought they hotfixed him, which they did, but he's still the highest win rate support in the game, and he has like a 30% pick rate. Even though my R is about to be up, I don't have anything left to farm. I don't have items, so I don't want to stick around. We'll ping that out. Pick up a longsword control ward. Very strong first back. We could go for oracles as well. It's not necessary, though. Hecarim doesn't gank that much, and whenever you gank, you come up from behind them to where oracles isn't helpful because they're already moving fast. You don't want to have to stand still and break a ward at that point. So oracles is definitely optionary. I'd prefer to just hold on to stealth ward instead of oracles that way. Don't die to Elise. We'll go ahead and ghost for this. We want to get behind this guy, push him towards my Kled. He obviously has his R, I think, right? Yep. Auto into a Q auto. We run away. I'm on ghost extensions. He can't keep up. I'm about to get level 6 as well. I think Elise might be over here. I think there's a very high chance. When she goes to burst me, I'll pop W. When you're on W, you get extra armor and magic resist. Okay, yeah, she is here. She doesn't really have items. Zed's here. I'm fine. I have tier 2 boots. She literally can't keep up with me. My R can't quite kill her. But if she's in this type of situation... Oof. Fizz is dead. Oof. He lived. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and R him. Bop him around a bit. We don't want to die there. So we just lead in with the fear. I'm not even going to bother using my knock. Hecarim knock isn't a very big CC. It's kind of like a half a second. And as I go in for it, Zed could clock me pretty hard with some... high damage. I almost just died there. Holy crap. I need to get out of here. I'm in a risky position. I guess I can go back to full farming. Wish I had vision of my blue buff. I could hop right over the wall. Whew, that was close. Pop W into smite. Maximize our self-healing. Your W does have a cap on how much it'll heal you per cast. It heals you per damage you're doing while you're on your W, and for damage your teammates are taking who are close to you. So the more damage your teammates take, the more it heals you, which is kind of a funny concept. You wouldn't think of Hecarim as that type of support champion. That's why you max his W second, E last always. E per level doesn't really get anything. It's just a tiny bit of extra damage. Zed's looking for the roam. I do think the enemy comp is better, but ours is probably a little stronger early since Elise failed to get much value early on. Because Kled's obviously going to be more useful than Scion before Scion has had a chance to stack up all of his HP. Draven's going to be much stronger than Vayne early as well, even with the Vayne buffs. Vayne buffs are absolutely terrifying, but early on it's nothing too scary. Zed went topside. Let me get a ward down right there. Oof, beautiful ward. It gave me 0 vision. I have my R to get out if need be. Hopefully Karma comes to help me. I went for Dragon since I saw Zed topside. Oh, Lisa's in my jungle to try to invade me here. Yeah, that's kind of hilarious. She does have warding totem, but I don't think this is warded. And that is Dragon. She's still in my jungle. I got my W on, so I'm taking reduced damage. I'll R for this. Oh, I wouldn't say Karma kill stilled me, but a little bit. I need gold to have 3 assists on Hecarim. Come on, dude. You can go Mana Moon first item, technically, but Dusk is so much stronger. It is also viable to pick up a Serrated and then finish going for your Mana Moon, because having early lethality hits super hard before people have armor items. Alright, I'll come for this. Vayne Ard. We get her with our knock. I kind of ended up pushing her away from my teammates, though. Turned out alright. I'm on ghost extensions. going to push him towards my teammate. I have W on, so I have a bunch of extra armor, magic resist. Nice, I get the kill. Not bad. Staying on top of people with Hecarim on Ghost is super easy. We're really, really fast with the tier 2 boots. Most champions don't get tier 2 boots this early on. Things like Elise might, Zed can as well, but the rest of their team's tier 1 or no boots at all. Very close to a Dust Blade. I'll go ahead and pick up an extra longsword since I'm in base. Because next back, for sure, I'll be able to afford it with Futures Market especially. More than anything, the Futures is to help guarantee you the Lucid's tier on your first back. Otherwise, it does not feel good to just back and get boots in tier only, because Lucid speeds up your clears a lot with the extra ability ace. There's nothing for me to really gank there. I'll just path into drag and play for bot side. Draven has a shutdown on his head as well. Kled doesn't, so there's no reason for me to really play for top side right now. Bot has been an overtuned role for quite some time. Bot diff generally most games. There's a couple of top laners who make that untrue. Sion's not one of them. Sion's really not that strong right now in my opinion. It's kited out too hard. And goodbye, Elise. She's playing too gank heavy right now. She's just showing up to gank after gank. I have a huge CS lead. Even if she had as many kills as me, she'd be super far behind right now. She can be a really tricky champion to pull off if your teammates aren't following up on ganks appropriately. Or if you're coming to ganks your teammates are calling for that don't make a lot of sense. Still have 3 Q stacks. It's super easy to keep them up the faster you are. So having tier 2 boots here helps out a lot. You know, try to push them towards the Kled. That's something annoying here with your E interaction. If they flash, they can basically set it up to where you're pushing them away from where you want them to go. Kind of like an Alistar headbutt. There's no reason to use my R there. He was too close to turret. This might be warded. Zed is... Yep. How did he know? Guess he just assumed, huh? That's so annoying. He's trying to get to the wall. I'm not going to let him, though. I'm going to pull him back towards the Fizz. And you're dead, friend. He wasn't close enough to the wall to get over, so he had to just try to build distance so he dies. That's what he gets for trying to stop my Herald. Hecarim with water walking, plus tier 2 boots. Very fast champ. Hecarim also has good base movement speed at, I think, was it? Yeah, 345. It's pretty high. I'll get Herald, try to wrap this game up early. It's kind of what Hecarim's made for right now, is the tempo. Got my W on. I'm not going to fight her like this, though. There's just no point. My R's on cooldown. Why coin flip it? It's pointless. She might actually be in my jungle right now. She steals my blue buff. It is what it is. Okay. Anyways. Yep, it wasn't worth it. I knew I shouldn't have done it. I'm sitting on so much unspent gold. And I was already missing plenty of health there. Oh well. Now we know. I wanted to see if I could win that coin flip with my items. Absolutely not. Her Sork shoes and Hextech alternator too strong. I'll head over for dragon now. I only need one more camp and I have my jungle item completely finished here. Ideally, I'd like to get red buff then do dragon. May not have time for that. Yeah, you gotta just go for wraps. It's worth finishing blue jungle item real quick. Nice, there it is. Now we go fast when we kill large monsters or touch boosh. Vaden's bot side. She doesn't have armor or health. I can kill her. Hey, Elise. And goodbye, Elise. Imagine if I had Ghost, Vayne would be dead. With the extensions. We have 3 cube stacks right now. We could look for a fight on the Vayne, of course. Look at that speed up. They're playing really far back. They absolutely do not want to die. I guess we'll just end pre-20. If we end pre-20, we'll do a part 2. I ghosted. Want to get out of that for sure. Land a big R. Touch a bush, and I'm out of there. Oh, that's tough, man. I think Milio cleansed his whole team because my R did absolutely nothing. The fear didn't count. I'm pretty sure the new champ has an AoE cleanse. It's really tough for Hecarim R to handle. So you basically all should have died there. Soak some minion XP over the wall while I'm here. Head over to my wolves. Elise once again perma fighting. Elise is only viable if you manage to stay alive and you stack up a Dark Seal or Mesh. Without Dark Seal Mesh, he falls off so hard. R's up soon. It's the perks of having a high ability haste build. There's no one to really go after right now. They're 2 stacked near their turret, and Milio, very overtuned champ, hasn't even died yet. Fizz went for a mesh. That's a great purchase. He's so far ahead. Low CS, but lots of kills. Standard Fizz gameplay. Vayne seems to be by herself. I'll go wrap her up real quick. Oh, I just stepped on a ward. Shoot. That sucks. Get her with my smite. Got my phase rush up. I just missed an auto attack. She still died. She died so fast there. Holy moly. Died real quick. Goodbye, Vayne. Might be able to kill the Scion here. He's almost dead. He does have a lot of armor, though. Nah, he's out of there. He might have backed all the way to base there. It's hard to say. Take as many of her camps as we can. She has 58 CS. I am shocked they're not trying to surrender. They must feel like the Milio Vayne will be able to carry. And if me, Fizz throw our shutdown gold, it's very likely, actually. She got a Q buff, W buff, and a passive buff this patch. And each one was rather substantial. It wasn't a tiny tweak. They were all... Any one on their own would have been a reasonably big buff for Vayne. She got all 3. I have blue jungle item. They can't catch me. I'm too fast. I'm in bush. I'm perma sped up here. They can't step for this. Vayne is bot side. Kled's in base. We play for drags. Easy. Straightforward. Take as much of this as we can. Since they're playing so close to turret and they're 5-man stacking, there's no reason for me to go in. Milio can full cleanse his team, so it's putting me in a position where I'm better off just tightening the chokehold I have and building up my gold lead or whatever. Golden XP. Back at Man Moon here, get a big chunk of Shojin as well. I'll let Fizz have it. I don't necessarily need blue. I already have tier. I should be fine. I still have considerably more ability haste than Fizz. I need a reset for my items here. You never want to go into a big team fight or an objective team fight while you're sitting on a fudge load of gold. Pick up Mana Moon, grab a big chunk of Shojin. Grab double longsword. I'll get oracles at this point. I don't mind having it super late into the game for safely taking things like Baron. On more gank heavy junglers, you definitely need oracles sooner. Oracles is more of a must. For something like a Xin Zhao or an Elise. Hecarim gets to get away with low energy, full clear gameplay. Oh, that's coming for me. Damn. Might actually be able to push me off of it. Got it. Must have just gone for his blue then. Hey, friend. Woohoo! Goodbye, Zed. Popped. Died real quick there. And they still don't want to FF. Holy moly, these guys are hardcore. Got him. Elise. Whoa, my god. Oh my god. Goodbye, Elise. Holy moly, dude. The damage output is so high right now. That's why Hecarim is such a snowballer. You have the mobility, they can't get away. And that's GG's. We'll go ahead and do a part 2 because this game was so short. I'll see you guys there. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2. This game's going to be a lot more challenging than the last. The enemy comp is extremely stout and our comp is kind of poop. I'm nervous about the Teemo Darius matchup. We'll see how that goes. I'm of course going to start on blue buff again. They have Wukong double displacement, Vi double displacement, Darius displacement, so no matter how much tenacity I get, it won't actually do anything against those abilities. So green jungle item, kind of pointless here other than going for the shield, so I'd still rather have the blue one. Obviously if they're actual CC interaction heavy, like fears and stuns, and yeah, green jungle item is the way to go. It's like a Fiddle or an Annie. It's hard to go wrong with green on Hecarim in that case. Just keep in watch here. I should be able to solo Wukong if I'm full health, shred him down with my Q. Wukong's pre-6 really isn't that great. It's very beatable for sure. I don't really want to get late invaded here. That's the only way I die. So I'll just get a ward down just in case. Only way I lose the early game is a late invade from a Wukong Darius because Teemo Hecarim can't quite match that. Darius has phase rush. Interesting keystone option. Teemo doesn't really have slows, at least not until he has his R. Teemo leashes are insane because he does bonus damage against monsters on his poison. Auto into Q. We'll pull this out. Auto Q. Very spicy. I can also Q Akali while she's invisible. This game really revolves around me getting fed because I can counter out their whole team pretty hard. So far, very clean, clear. Happy with that. Just remember, your Q has more range than your autos, so if something's you can auto, you can hit it with the Q. But if it's well outside of the range of your autos, don't use your Q yet. We get another point in our Q and clear down. Vi support, pretty off meta. I think it's good. It's going to have delayed power spikes, though. Like she's going to need level 3, and then she's going to need level 6. And then at 6, it's going to be similar to a Malphite support where she just presses R and kills you. But early on, it should be kind of useless, like first level or 2. At least I'm hoping. It shouldn't be that good early on. I think the Malphite support's low-key S+ tier against most matchups. Very sleeper pick. Smite it, bring it to us. QW. And this is, with a topside leash, a 3/7 full clear. That's really solid for a topside start. We go ahead and ghost early. Get my E down. Try to push Vi out of her Q, which I did. I kind of got red buff autos on both of them there. I took a lot of damage though. If I stayed any longer, I definitely would have ended up dying. I think Wukong probably path top side. So I should be free and clear to get this scuttle. Most junglers start bot side path top. If I wasn't sure, then I wouldn't even go for this. I would reset since I'm low health. Pretty positive in this case. They get a ward down. I'll leave my ward here right as I'm recalling. This isn't the best. Well, I might actually be able to stay. The thing is I want to get Lucids and tier, and if I back now, I won't be able to. His Gromp's going to be up here in a moment is the thing. Rather not have to reset quite yet. It's a question of are they going to check this area. I'm not quite sure if the ward saw me or not, so Ezreal didn't come. That's a very, very good sign that they don't know I'm here. A delayed recall on Hecarim is fine if you're doing it for a purpose. And here I just don't have the gold I need. Now I could back. I see Wukong's still topside, so. Buys bot. He's losing a lot here. Using dual camp, I can reset full clear down. This is huge. Lucid tier recall. Guaranteed. Messing up the Teemo tempo a little bit, but he's doing just fine. He picked a very savvy, kind of non-traditional start. Boots with potions. I really like the boot start from Teemo. I've done that myself in footsie style matchups like Darius with his hook. I don't understand the phase rush though. I guess that's to guaranteed live even if Darius lands hook. Darius like flash hooks and Teemo can still get out. So it really is just a survival build. It's not really a damage build necessarily. He's only going to be able to do real damage if he's ahead, since phase rush does 0 damage and boots obviously doesn't do damage directly. Smite him down. Push him over to the next camp. I'll be 6 here after this full clear, I believe. Very solid. For not having an early kill, at least. Yeah, I should have it. I'm already halfway there. Krug should give me what I need. Vi went mid here. LeBlanc easy makes it out. Vi takes double turret shots. She doesn't have armor yet, so those double turret shots actually chunk her. She lost half her health from that, even with passive shield. Kind of crazy. Look how much mana I've lost, even with tier. Jungle items giving us a bunch back. The lower on mana you are, the more your jungle item gives you in jungle and river area. Even with that, though. 6-minute level 6. That is what I'm talking about. I'm going to E-Ghost, try to push him towards the Ashe. Get him with the fear. Oh, I actually missed the fear there by a little bit. And Ashe, low-key, kill-stilled me. That sucks. That really, really sucks. I needed that gold badly. Very unfortunate. It is what it is, though. Ashe can do a lot with the gold as well. It's just better on a tempo-heavy jungler like a Hecarim or Rengar, since I can pressure more of the map and interact with more of the map. It's just simply, I can do more with it early on, at least. Now, obviously, in the late game, having a Fed 80 carry for team fights is best, but we're far away from the team fight stage of the game. Very far away. Huh, this is very strange. Ooh, do I die here? No, I live. Holy budge muffins, that was close. My goodness, that was really close. We might lose dragon, though. Oh, LeBlanc is a beast. Well played. That went so freaking well. What is Yuumi doing, bro? I don't know. Let's pick up double longsword. It was a little greedy on my part. The thing is, they didn't know I didn't have smite. If I had smite like up sooner, that would have been free. So kind of greedy on their part, honestly, because even if they lose dragon, they're not a big deal, but they had to commit heavy to stop it, and I didn't have really smite there, so kind of interesting. I'm gonna take Raps first. I think Akali still might be here. Okay, never mind. I see her. I don't want her to be watching me and still have Ignite R and crap and kill me. Akali base damage is outrageous. It's one of the highest in the games out of any mages. I have 2 assists on Hecarim. How fun is that, man? Love to have that on Heck. Ash got the first blood. Auto into the queue. I'll go bot side here. I don't think it's warded. I'll take Krugs first. I am leaving my whole top side exposed. My aura's up. I would like to hit a big double fear, even if Ezreal is ultra mobile. As long as Yuumi doesn't push here. Maybe it's not as gankable as I thought. They're playing really defensive too, with how they're standing around. I'm gonna ghost for this. Get the push on the Vi. Red buff autos. Hit her with the R. Push her back into the Ashe. That's huge. I got ghost extensions as well. Oh, I can't do it. My minions. My minions are getting blocked by his minions. That was really bad minion timing. How is Ash not 6 yet? 9 minutes in. Get him with my smite. Oh, Vice here though. I should be fine. I mean, I do have Lucids after all. I have to leave though. I think Akali's rotating. I'm fairly certain of it. Oof, that arrow wasn't very good. I don't think that would have seen her if she pushed the way I think she pushed. Oh, she didn't even launch it into my blue. She shot it short on dead space. Dang it. 3 assist Hecarim. Let's go, man. Love seeing all of those assists. It's time to get sweeper. Oops, I don't want that. Yeah, it's sweeper time. Could have grabbed another longsword. I don't want to go in the depth for a longsword. If it's a Caulfield, Serrated, or Dusk, I'll do it, but losing an additional 50 gold. 10 extra AD. I don't need it right now. So Teemo went for Swifties, Darius went for Swifties. Seems Wukong's kind of camping top side. I'm getting bot side fed. It is bot lane meta in my opinion. Support's extremely overtuned role. Very few top laners that can compete. I think top laners that block auto attacks or heavily mitigate AD carries like Malphite or Jax can kind of out carry in some ways, especially the Malphite. They've buffed him so much in the last 6 months, making his passive low cooldown, buffing his Q, buffing his E, buffing his R, buffing his W, every aspect of his kit really. Gonna put in our W. We see the Wukong here. Eyes breaking our control ward. Nice job on LeBlanc, just staying alive. Alright, I'll back her up here. Dragon up in 56. This is going to be the big fight. The fight that we need. Is this warded? It doesn't seem to be. I still have my R here. It actually missed Vi somehow. A little confused how that happened. Hecarim R has a very strange hitbox. Even if it's right on top of them, it's a little bit finicky. For sure. I can go back and get my Serrated. I'll actually go ahead and do that. Wukong isn't fed. His bot lane doesn't have prio. He's not going to rush it down. Probably doesn't even realize what my HP's at right now. Oh, I can't even get... What am I talking about? I thought I could get Dusk. He can't fight that at all. Like, he loses that 10 times out of 10. Unless he's got a teammate here. Yeah, he does have a teammate there. I die. Oh, we're all dead now. Wukong did some crazy damage to me. Did nearly 700 damage in 2 seconds. I guess Yumi didn't want to attach because Wukong R would have flopped her off. That sucks. They're going to get Dragon now. Very unfortunate. I'll pick up another longsword here. We lose Dragon. I'll push top side. I'll tell you what, man. If I had 3 or 4 kills instead of 5 assists, it'd be a completely different game. Would have already finished my Dusk. Completely different. Darius is missing a bit of health. They both went Swifties. Swifties meta's a little cringe. When it's so strong that range and melee champs are building it in a matchup where neither person is like really that much of a slow heavy champ. It's not like it's a Nunu or an Ashe or a Nasus. Like sure, Teemo are slow. Darius has his W and his hook slow, but neither one is really that substantial. I don't think Teemo really needed Swifties. I think he just did it because the boosts are cheap and overtuned. Because he has Phase Rush. Darius has Phase Rush. Neither one needs Swifties for slow mitigation. They both have freaking Phase Rush. I don't see where any of the enemies are, so I gotta pull this out a bit. It's not worded. Yeah, cool. Wukong's finished his full item here. I can't fight him. It's not worth it. I have way more CS than him, but he has 2 kills. So, just kind of how it goes as a jungler. If you don't get the kills, you're basically a support. It is what it is. My R is ready to use. Would like to go use that bot side ideally. Head over there right now. I see Wukong is top side, so I see his bot side's also down though. He doesn't have blue buff or wolves. I'll just finish my full clear. I have triple. Ooh, nice! I got my jungle item now. I can take this. Oh, never mind. Wukong flash gets the kill. They're not quite able to get a call, just barely. To get the Wukong though, not bad. I still wasn't full item there either. So 1-for-1 really isn't too shabby. I'm thinking I'll be able to turn this around because I'm still on equal level as Wukong. And team fights, probably just focus the Ezreal for me. Try to draw aggro and then just R through their CC with Hecarim R since it's unstoppable. Yuumi is one of the best supports to have as Hecarim. She's a speed up tool. She can stick on you. I don't think she's going to ever go on me though. She's kind of imprinted on this Ashe. Ashe doesn't even really need her for that lane with how the Vi's playing. I want to keep up my Q stacks. I have a feeling Wukong's here. Like Akali's being really weird. What in the world? Ooh, we got the kill. Ooh, hey Ezreal. Oh, goodbye. The bush speed ups are so stupid. I'm gonna go back to farming. And cool, I didn't get a kill again. Sweet. No kill Hecarim. I should just change that to the video title. No kill Hecarim is my favorite Hecarim, hands down. We'll use our E, push through to the jungle real quick. Darius looks semi-gankable. Probably save my fear until his phase rush pops so I can force him to run into Teemo ultra fast mode. Because fear is a slow plus a directional CC. And phase rush cleanses the slow, but it doesn't cleanse the directional CC, so it makes them run at maximum speed. It's hilarious when it happens. In a weird way, fears actually counter phase rush in that way. If you're able to utilize it correctly. Your fear, that is. I have my Q full stack. Let's keep it that way. Why is Akali over here, dude? Poop Kong's over here as well. Let's keep my Q stacks up. Oh, I don't like this fight at all. This fight does not look good to me. How did Wukong even get here? Did he take that plant? Hey, Poop Kong. Goodbye, Poop Kong. Teemo Blind Art makes a big difference if Wukong can't hit you with his Q. Wukong Pulse Smack is an auto reset. It also shreds armor. Goodbye, Akali. Nice, I get the Herald as well. I was able to keep up my Q full stack in that fight from Herald. That's hilarious. So it was a super short cooldown the whole time. Could lay Herald here. Actually, I'm going to. I feel like Ashe should just stay and get the turret. Me and LeBlanc can easy clap Dragon here. Once my Q's full stack, that is. The benefit of the high damage Hecarim build. Your Q actually hits hard. It's a really funny feeling being able to helicopter while you're invisible and get off multiple Qs without them really being able to do anything about it. We can pick up Mana Moon now. I'll do that without even having to go in debt. Ideally, I want to go use my Ghost and R. Can I solo Akali? I feel like I should if I spend my gold, but without spending it, I don't think I can. Her burst is really high and I don't have magic resist. Unfortunately. Pop through the bush, hit the E. Darius is doing a great job not dying. Very nice. This game's pretty slow, honestly. Neither team really wants to force anything. We gotta stay deliberate and disciplined. Just getting dragons on spawn. Hey, Darius. I'm gonna try to R him. Couldn't really get it though. Hey, friend. Got it. Got the bush speed up as well. And goodbye, Vi. Helicopter, baby. Ow! Give me that speed up. I'm out of there. I'm still sitting on 3k gold as well. Kind of funny. 2.5 of invisibility. That's actually perfect for Hecarim. Pick up the Mana Moon. Go straight for this item now. Pick up Caulfields due to Futures Market. We don't have to leave base with 2 long swords looking like a chump. Dragon up in 3 minutes. That's what we'll play for here. I have way more CS than their jungler has. That's why he's behind 3 levels now. Could grab that mid wave real quick. Put some pressure on the map for the LeBlanc. Might actually be able to kill Ezreal if he wasn't paying attention. Nope, never mind. Ezreal dash is so good versus Hecarim E. Because he can basically end up forcing me to push him whichever way he wants to go. Instead of the other way around. Let's hit this bush speed up. Launch him right into Teemo. Woof! There it is. Goodbye, Darius. We have 11 assists. Very cool. There's no one really over here. I need to get my Q stacked. Ideally without stealing all the CS. This is a weird thing to chase. Don't know why Teemo left there. Seems like a waste of time. Maybe he's worried people are going to come stop this split. It's highly likely. The bush gives you about 120 movement speed at this stage in the game. 402 to 527. So yeah, around 420. Or around 120 movement speed, which is decent. It's quite useful. Now we can lawnmower his camps. Take his jungle and then our jungle. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Hit level 18. Can run bot side. And yeah, just clear up. We don't have to dive. Diving's a really bad idea. Their team has so much CC. Ezreal's tied CS. Their mid's ahead in CS. Their top lane's tied in CS. Like, even though, sure, we have way more kills than them, they're not that far behind. They've been CSing well, and everyone on my team has a death, so everyone's throwing shutdown at some point. For example, Ashe doesn't even have shutdown on her head because she's died. It's like, this is bad. Like, trading 1 for 1 when we have the lead, when we can just camp drags. Hopefully my team doesn't die there. I'm so far away, I can't even get there in time. And yeah, that's not great. 2 for 2. You wouldn't think it's bad, but it's actually really bad since their enemies are getting shut down gold. I'm on ghost extensions, and now everybody dies. This is why you guys need to play Hecarim. Because this champion's stupid. He's such a dumb champ. One big misplay by the enemies over chasing. Like, they already traded 2 for 2. That's a really good trade. But they over chased, and then we get to clean up with ghost extensions. plus bush speed ups. They can't get away. It's not even a matter of them dodging anything. Even with Ezreal flashing away and just running down. Go ahead and smite that. Yeah, Yuumi being on me is going to make a huge difference. I'm sitting on a lot of gold. I have a pretty big level lead. I should be able to just stay. I wouldn't even mind Yuumi taking blue there. Keep up my Q stacks. Spin to win. Oh, holy crap. Yeah, I can't do it. I say we just take Baron here. I don't really want to dive a Wukong and Darius. It seems like a very, very bad idea. Wukong's 2 full item. I'm 2 full item right now because I haven't spent my gold. Yeah, Baron, easy peasy. That's my Q stacked. Q is essentially on a like 0.4, 0.5 second cooldown. So yeah, we can use it about 3 times once we go invisible. We can whip it 3 times, assuming it's full stacked already, which every team fight before you go in, you should ideally have 3 stacks off of something. Minions, monsters, whatever it is. Cool, we can get Shojin. And I would like to actually go for Ravenous or Cleaver at this point. Rav feels pretty decent on Hecarim when you're this far ahead, but so does Cleaver. I'll go Cleaver. I think Cleaver makes a little bit more sense since Ravenous is lifesteal and not Omnivamp. We're not going to be auto-attacking that much. It's mostly just spins at this stage. We are at 113 ability haste, which is 53% cooldown reduction. Pretty solid. Get the Q going here. Pick up red buff. It legit looks like Earth, man. It's so silly. Hecarim. I don't have my Q full stacked here. It's whatever. Down you go. That is hilarious. Wait, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna run. I don't feel like dying. Oh, no, no, no. It was so close. I almost killed both of them. Akali's 2 item, Wukong's. So they're both 2 item plus tier 2 boots and partials. I'm 3 items and partials. So I was basically fighting 4 items there. Akali must have gone for tenacity because that was Ash R from across the map. Wukong just said better in all chat. He taught me a lesson, dude. I learned my lesson there. The lesson is don't throw shutdown gold. That is the lesson. After Cleaver, it's a tough call because I want Omnivamp, but we can't really get it anymore since Ravenous doesn't give. Radiant's still viable. Eclipse is still viable. Dusk is more burst though. It gives more lethality. They finally did that after like a year. They said, oh dude, no one builds Dusk. I wonder why. Because they gave less stats. It was way less useful, and then they finally chipped away at Eclipse lethality. They chipped away at Umbral's lethality. They chipped away at really every item's lethality to where now Dusk gives the most at 18 pretty much. Need to maintain my XP lead on these bungholes. The Vi is extremely squishy. They might even try to rotate for me here. Good luck to them, though. This drag souls the game right here. Whoever wins this fight wins 100%, and I think we should win it, especially if Yuumi gets on me. Zero reason for Yuumi to be on Ashe this stage of the game. I finally have some kills. Now that I'm no longer only assist Hecarim, I've evolved to kill Hecarim. Maintain my Qs. I'll have Ghost for this fight. We'll go for the Ezreal. You want to try to kill the squishiest person and get down your Dust Blade in the same way a Rengar would. Go for the squishiest. Pop Ghost. I'm heading in deep for this. Ezreal R's over the wall. I can't really get to them now. Down he goes. I'm going to go for the dragon. I'm not about to coin flip this game. I can tell me and my team are about to do something regrettable. Trying to dive them underneath turrets for a penta or something. This Wukong's so toxic. He talks trash in all chat, and now he's like telling us to punish his AD carry. His AD carry didn't play bad. It was... He got camped. Wukong camped top and got very little value. I camped bot and destroyed them. Yeah, we are at nearly 580 right now. When I'm moving faster, we're at well over 500 because passive movement speed gives, or not passive movement speed, but movement speed gives passive attack damage on Heck. Nice from the Ashe. And that should be GG's. All R for this. I don't want him to get anything. Yeah, Wukong's gonna hide in base. What a goofball. What an absolute ding dong. And that was a pretty fun game, man. Helicopter Hecarim, not very balanced, but boy is it fun. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Damage dealt to enemy champions, pretty good. Damage taken, most in the game, and runes high value. Hecarim is just nutty, man.